Does land appreciate in Nigeria? That's one question that is on the minds of so many investors, especially Nigerians in diaspora that you're earning in foreign currency and you're wondering, is it really worth it to invest in real estate in Nigeria with the way our currency is losing value, with the way there's high rate of inflation? Is it still worth it, right? So I'm going to answer that question right here in this video. This is Best State Investment #1 real estate channel. My name is Awele Emmanuel. I'm a real estate consultant and real estate broker, right? And we're going to break down this question. I'm going to give you an objective analysis on how profitable land can be, right? Is it going to be profitable in dollars or not? So in this video, we're going to talk about this question, right? So how does it work? What's the state of the market? What was it like last year, last 2 years? People who invested, what was the price range then? Is it profitable as at today in dollars, right? We're going to analyze that in this video, so don't go anywhere. So I'm going to start this by reading a question on social media that someone asked, someone who invested in real estate, right? And this is this person's comment, right? So this is Kena _Ewu on X, and he said land doesn't really appreciate in Nigeria in most places, right? That is a facade. Land I bought for 5 million naira early to 2020 is worth 15 million naira now. I should be happy, right? But here's the thing. I remember transferring the dollar equivalent BTC to my broker, who sent Naira to the man, right? So I sent roughly $14,300 to my broker at the time, and the equivalent of what the land is worth now in dollars is roughly $11,200. So now tell me how this land appreciated, right? I lost $3,000 in the space of 4 years, right? So that is one investor's experience, and so many other investors have that experience as well. So yes, is land profitable in Nigeria in dollars, right, where you convert it to foreign currency? Well, the answer is yes or no, right? On a normal day, land should be profitable, but because of how fast Naira has appreciated, right, in some locations the answer is no, while in some locations the answer is yes. So you cannot really generalize the return on investment or the appreciation rates in locations, right? It varies, and I'm going to give you a case study of 2 locations in Lagos where land investments are still profitable in dollars as at today, right? So just to give you a perspective, because in some locations, yes, you would have made a loss in dollars if you have invested over the last 1 to 3 years, right? But in the 2 locations I'm going to share with you, you would still be in profit if you have invested, of recent, right? So we're going to look at these locations. We pick 2 properties and look at what the price was at in Naira and in dollars when the property launched, and what the current selling price is, right, in Naira and in dollars, so we can see if it was actually profitable, right? So before we get into that, please hit the subscribe button and click on the notification bell so that you don't miss out on our next videos, right? So let's go into the analysis. So the first location that we're going to look at is Ibeju Lekki. I know if you are watching this video, you must have heard about Ibeju Lekki, right? But it is still one of those locations that, irrespective of the high inflation and devaluation, real estate investment in that location are still profitable in dollars as of today, right? And we'll look at a case study of an estate called Tiara, right? So Tiara is an estate developed by Immensity Limited. It's still on sale, right? So we're going to look at the historical value when it started and the current sale price. Is it profitable in dollars, right? So now this estate launched in October 2022, right, at a pre-launch price of 12 million naira, right? Pre-launch price of 12 million naira in October 2022, and at that time a dollar was going at the parallel rate. It was going for about 750 naira to a dollar as at that time, right? So which gives us a dollar value of $16,000. So as at the time it launched, 12 million naira was $16,000, right? So now let's fast forward till today, right? This is 14 months after. It is currently selling for 26 million naira, right? So it has appreciated by 14 million naira in a space of in about 12 months, right? So current price is still 26 million naira. And right now, a dollar is 1,350 naira, right? The rate varies, but that's about is about over $1,300, right? And that is equivalent to the 26 million naira is equivalent to $19,259, right? So you can see the difference. That's a difference of $3,259. So if you had invested in this project when it launched in October 2022 at $16,000 and you sell it today, you're having a profit of $3,259, right? So, and that is an increase of 20.4% in dollars, right? The land has appreciated by 20.4% in dollars in the space of 14 months, right? So you can see that, and this is just one example, right? There are several other estates in this location which also appreciated by around the same rate, and they are also still profitable in dollar, right? So this is one location where if you had invested in, over the last year or two, or even while the economy was getting worse, or while the dollar rate was high, you would have still been in profit as at today, right? So people who invested in this property even made more returns than people who saved in dollars, right? Because they have $3,000 extra, right? 20.4% increase. If you do a dollar fixed deposit, they probably give you 7-8%, right? But this is 20%, so you can see that it's much higher. So yeah, so land can be profitable, right, in dollars. So we'll look at the second example, second location in Lagos, which is Epe. So now the second example is in the city of Epe, which all of you might be hearing about, and some of you might be wondering like, oh, is this too far? Oh, is this? People have their own reservations, right? But it is still one of the locations that it is very profitable to invest in based on the rate of appreciation, right? Which is still profitable in any currency that you convert your investment to. And we're going to look at this case study of an estate called Dominion City Phase 1, right? So this was a project that launched in April 2022, and it was selling for 2.5 million naira, right? 2.5 million naira. And if you look at it in dollars, a dollar was about 560 naira at the time, right? Give or take, because it varies. But yes, about $560 to 1 naira at the time, and that gives us a purchase price of $4,464, right? So that's how much it would have cost to acquire this land as at the time that it launched. So now fast forward till today, this is 21 months later, right? This project is still on the market, almost sold out, and a plot is currently going for 15 million naira. So now let's look at what that is in dollars. So right now a dollar is about 1,350 naira, and that gives us a land value of $11,111, right? And that is a profitable investment, right? So looking at the difference, the profits is $6,647, right? So investors who invested in this project 21 months ago, their property has appreciated by $6,647. So if you look at this, the purchase price, the launch price of $4,000 plus, and now the current value of $11,111, that is an increase of 148%, right? So the value of this land has appreciated in dollars by 148%, right? And we have similar case studies in other estates in Epe, but this, so you can see that in this location, investment can be profitable in dollars, right? Any currency. So I hope that that should be a very good answer for you if you are wondering if real estate is profitable in dollars. So the answer is yes, but it depends on the location, right? And yes, I'll be very honest with you, apartments cannot appreciate like this. So if you buy a house, you'll probably be you probably will not make this kind of appreciation, right? But land in this kind of locations, yes, you can get that kind of return, right? So what do you do to buy land and be profitable in dollars? Well, so the first thing you need to look out for, you need to get good deals and invest at the right time. So that is the pre-launch offer, right? So with these options, we are looking at the the first price, the launch price, and then the current price, right? So you want to get in, if you want to buy a product, you want to get at the pre-launch price or the initial launch price, right? So with that, that's when you can get the maximum return on investment in that property. So the time at which you invest also can also affect the amount of return appreciation that you experience. So you want to go for pre-launch offers or offers that are just launched, right? I just got to the launch price, right? So which are still these are still reasonably priced, because over the course of development of that estate, the price will go up, and then if you enter at a later date, your ROI will be less, right? So you want to get in at the pre-launch price and choose the right location, right? So like Ibeju Lekki and Epe, like I mentioned, right? Also, you also want to invest from credible developers, because delivery of the estate, putting infrastructure in the estate, developing the estate, putting the gates, fencing, or amenities in the estate that were promised are also crucial to the appreciation of the estate, right? So if you invest in an estate from a credible developer, they do what they promised and putting infrastructure in the estate, it will increase the value of that estate, right? And you can be profitable. So those are some of the things that you need to look out, especially the title as well, right? You have to make sure that the title is genuine, because if you buy a title that is not genuine, after, even though the price might have appreciated, if the title is not genuine and you want to sell that land, and the buyer discovers that the title is not authentic, they will not buy it at the price that you want to sell it at, right? So you have to ensure, you won't even be able to sell it at all, depending on the case. So you have to also ensure that the title of the property is also good. So if you can do all of this, you can be sure to make an investment in land, in these locations, and you will be profitable in dollars, right? Even as the value of a Nigerian currency is reducing relative to the dollar, even as we have high inflation, you can be profitable in dollars, right? And properties in these locations are right here on our channel. We've vetted a lot of these properties with good locations, good developers, good price points. You can see the ones that have pre-launch offers or are just launched, so you can get in at the right price point. We have those options on this channel, so you can just, we'll tag some of these videos in the description so you can see them and make the right investment, and you can be sure that you'll be profitable in any currency. So thank you for watching. We hope that your doubts have been cleared as regards whether or not you can be profitable, right? Because as you can see, with land, you even make more money than storing dollars in the bank or in a dollar fixed deposits, right? You can make more. So start investing in land this year, and we are definitely here to help you all through the way. So thank you for watching. Don't hesitate to call us with the number on the screen or contact us with the contacts in the description of this video, and we'll see you in the next.